people have since been confirmed dead in Kasipul constituency. Their deaths are as a result of the clashing ends of two opposing sides in the Kasipul constituency by-election. So we put before the mirror the activities that are going on in Kasipul constituency as they unfold. This is the People's Mirror, and actually if you're joining us for the first time, please be kind enough to interact with the subscribe button. Now let us put before the mirror activities that are going on in Kasipul constituency right now as they have unfolded in the past 24 hours.
Trading blames.
We condemn the acts of violence witnessed yesterday in Kasipul. It's so unfortunate, and I would like to pass sincere messages of condolences to the two families who lost their beloved ones.
We've said Boyd is my brother, and I'm not intending in any way to make things that are not possible for him not to be a member of parliament. I want him, if he beats me, I will raise his hand. I will support him. That is
You see, Kasipul constituency is a very interesting constituency. Number one, it was previously known as Kasipul Kabondo constituency, and until 2010, when the new constitution came into force, that it was divided to Kasipul constituency and Kabondo constituency as two independent constituency. It's a constituency whose story with the leadership is very interesting, because for a period of 1963 all the way to 1992, the leadership of this particular constituency was shifting between two individuals. Between 1963 and 1969, Samuel Ayodo was the first MP of now then Kasipul Kabondo constituency. And in 1966, Ayodo gets ousted in this position by a gentleman called Ezekiel Mbori. Now, Ezekiel Mbori runs it all the way to 1974, and at 1974, Ayodo takes it again, and Samuel Ayodo becomes the member of parliament until 1983. The period between 1983 and 1992, Ezekiel Mbori takes it over again and becomes a member of parliament of Kasipul Kabondo constituency. And so this particular contest between these two gentlemen ends in 1992, when perhaps both of them are now too tired to become members of parliament, when now Otino Kopio becomes the man to break that history of two gentlemen sharing a constituency for over 20 years. Now, after Kopio becomes a member of parliament, William Otula takes over in 1997, between the period of 1997 and 2002. And so in 2002, just two elections prior to 2010, Kabondo Kasipul constituency, or Kasipul Kabondo constituency as it was previously known, goes to a gentleman called Peter Widi. So this is very interesting that in 2005 there was a by-election in Kasipul as a result of the death of Peter Widi, and now there is going to be a by-election in Kasipul again on 27th November 2025 as a result of the death of another member of parliament of this constituency called Ongondowere, exactly 20 years later. And the fact that Peter Widi died on 27th of November and these by-elections are to be held on 27th of November plays with history in those particular two dates with Kasipul's by-election. So the period of 2005 and 2007 sees a gentleman called Paddy Aheda with the PLP party taking over the position of the position that was previously held by Peter Widi as a member of parliament. Now, 2007 to 2013, the current deputy governor of Homa Bay County, Honorable James Oyugi Magwanga, was the then member of parliament for Kabondo Kasipul and was the last member of parliament for that constituency when it was still together as Kasipul Kabondo constituency. Now, as we said in the beginning, that as a result of the rift of the new constitution, the rift that the new constitution brought, this constituency was now divided between Kasipul and Kabondo. So the Kasipul aspect of it went to a gentleman called Ongondowere after the Oyugi Magwanga left it in 2013. It directly went to the late Ongondowere. But the Kabondo side changed hand to Sylvan Sosele, ODM, for that period, and Sylvan Sosele now left it to the current member of parliament called Ivo Bara. So in this episode, we will not focus ourselves with now the Kabondo aspect, which is still under the leadership of Ivo Bara, but we will look at Kasipul, which was under Ongondowere until earlier this year. So the Kasipul aspect of it now has a by-election, because Ongondowere has served in that position from 2013 to 2025, a record of 12 years. And the current by-election is facing the son of Ongondowere, Boyd Were, against a gentleman who is popular in this area called Aroko. Now Aroko is famous in this area, India has a following, and Boyd also is famous in this area because the ODM party supports him, India has a following, and as a result of the backlash between the two in their own backyard, yesterday 2 people were killed in Kasipul, and now they have since given both press statements, with Boyd Were asking or sending messages of condolences to the family, and the other gentleman Aroko also saying that Boyd is his brother and he intends that this becomes a peaceful race, so that even when he's defeated he will concede defeat. Of course, ODM is finding it very hard to sustain these positions after the death of Raila Odinga, both being Kasipul and other parts where ODM was fronting candidates. Individuals who had been silent voices, but the people like in these regions are thriving, and that is one of the things that we are seeing with the Kasipul by-election. So Kasipul historically has been known to be a constituency full of violence in the Rachonyo district when party elections and party primaries are being conducted within the ODM structure itself. But now we are seeing even in a by-election that the atrocity and aggression of this area has not really died down, and it is now even becoming more imminent in this new race that we are seeing ahead of 2027. We do not hope that this bloodshed will continue for some time. Our lenses at Kasipul to keep you updated, ladies and gentlemen, on what unfolds ahead of the 27th November 2025 by-elections. So that is the mirror on the activities that have happened in Kasipul in the past 24 hours that have claimed the lives of 2 people as a result of the discomfort and the disagreement between the independent candidate Aroko and the ODM candidate Boyd Were in the by-election campaigns.